Hello everyone and welcome to Long's Toys. Today we're taking a look at the Red Ranger Spin Saw from Power Rangers Super Ninja Steel. Yesterday I took a look at the Blue Ranger Dragon Scorch, and this is very similar in the same series of figures. If you take a look at the back, you can see the one I reviewed yesterday is listed here. And it does show that these accessories are compatible with other Ranger figures. Some of the other Ranger figures are shown down here on the back. So yeah, these are just basically, again, kind of not super articulated figures, but they have these kind of large accessories. You can see here the Try Me feature. I believe you have to push this forward. So yeah, we'll take a look at that once we get out of the packaging. Over here in the black and white section shows you the 3 parts that come in the package. So yeah, I kind of enjoyed the Blue Ranger more than I expected, so I thought I'd give the Red Ranger a try. So let's get him out of the box and we'll take a closer look. Alright, so everything out of the packaging here. You get the little backpack piece, you get the obviously large saw blade piece, and then you get the Ranger here. Once again, I think the Ranger looks decent. When we got the old kind of bike sets, we used to get those completely solid Jolly Rancher figures. I used to call them the kind of one color plastic, maybe a little bit of paint on the visor, and that was basically it. Here they just kind of smartly used 2 different colors of plastic to kind of, break the colors up, and I think it actually works pretty well, while at the same time kind of saving them money on paint. But I will say that they do paint the belts down here, and then the sash, and then the helmet. So it's a decent amount of paint, but you are losing out on articulation because these don't have all the same articulation that the normal $10 figures have, or even those kind of Jolly Rancher figures that came with the bike. These really remind me of the Samurai figures that used to come with the auxiliary Zords. You used to get like the Swordfish Zord, and then like, the Blue Samurai Ranger in his cockpit mode. And they were decent figures. They didn't have a ton of articulation. I think maybe the arms moved. But if you're just looking for a little bit cheaper version just to have kind of a cool representation to put on your shelf. Now these guys are probably about the same size as the $10 figures, but obviously they have none of the same articulation. Well, not nearly as much articulation, I should say. They do have the boot swivels. They have the wrist swivels. This arm moves, but this time around this one does not. So he's just kind of hanging out there, and the head does not move. Oh, and you do have a waist swivel. So I honestly think as far as color scheme goes, it's not bad. It's kind of like a, like a Ninja Secret Ops or something they could kind of market it as. I mean, ninjas do traditionally wear black, so to have them have mostly black with red accents, I think it kind of looks neat. I actually do kind of like the color scheme. I would love a little bit more articulation, but that's kind of what they're going for with these. So you take this piece, and it pegs into the back here. And is that in? Yes. So then he has these kind of large shoulder pads, which are kind of cool. You have some nice light blue here. Nice light blue and gold paint apps on this shoulder pad, which I think looks pretty good. And then you just take this piece and you just have him hold it. Now the nice thing is he holds on here, but then it also clips onto his forearm, because I'm sure they knew that there was no way the hand alone was going to hold this thing in place. So I do appreciate that extra little bit to have it clip onto the forearm. And it actually clips on quite nice. And as you can see, it does stay in place. It doesn't fall off. It looks kind of cool. I actually kind of really like the look of that, with the shoulder pad and him just like coming in like he's about ready to just boom, boom, smash something up. So you get the spin blade action. I really love the light blue. I mean, I'm a sucker for blue. It's my favorite color. But I think the light blue with this kind of gunmetal gray and gold, the color scheme just really works. I think it looks great. And it even kind of works with the red and the black for the Ranger. So let's see if this guy can stand up on his own. No, he still wants to fall forward. So very much like the Dragon flamethrower with the Blue Ranger from yesterday, he does have trouble standing, but he does have 2 holes in his feet, so if you have something to peg him into, he could maybe hold his pose. So basically the arm can move up and down. Otherwise, This arm can just spin at the waist. At the waist, yeah, at the wrist. Not at the waist. But I do, aesthetically, I think it looks okay. I think kids are probably going to have a blast with these because the play features are fun. And of course, it doesn't have as much articulation as a normal $10 figure. But I think aesthetically, it does look neat. I love the color scheme for the extra accessories. And my only real complaint is that he can't balance without falling forward. I completely understand why. This thing is much larger and heavier than pretty much the whole rest of the figure, but aesthetically, I like it a lot. I think the feature is neat. I wish it had more articulation, but ultimately I don't think that bothers me. I also feel like at 15, it's not terrible, but I really do feel like even if it was more at like 12, like $11.99, I feel like that would be a lot more of a fair price for these. But I don't think 15 is a terrible ripoff. It's really just up to you how much mileage you think you'll get out of the thing. I think it looks pretty cool, and I like having it. I really do kind of like the black suits with the little bit of red and silver accents. That just kind of works for me, especially considering they're ninjas. And, you know, black is kind of a primary color scheme for ninjas. So, but yeah, I think it's neat. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Like, comment, share, subscribe. Hope you enjoyed the video. He's going to take a nap now. I can't get him to stand. But yeah, let me know what you guys think. And as always, thank you so much for watching.